Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today I'm excited to share with you this minifig scale LEGO AV-7 anti-vehicle cannon from the designer Icarus builds. This mobile artillery unit is essentially one massive cannon with 4 stabilizing legs. It shoots an explosive round with a blue plasma coating that can destroy anything around it on the battlefield except for maybe a super tank. Operated by a single gunner, this piece of weaponry is basically a direct response to the Separatists' J1 proton cannon that's got a similar overall layout, and the designer Icarus builds also put this model together as well. I noticed something when making that last video about the J1. You can see it mounted inside the invisible hand in this scene here, while also against the Venator in this scene you can see the AV-7 is firing back. This is never officially acknowledged on Wikipedia or anything, but it is interesting to know that the capital ship weaponry for both sides was basically just being modded and used for ground operations. Anyways, this is a real solid build. It's got some great details, and if you're interested in putting this together for yourself, you can get the instructions at our web store, www.brickvault.toys. With each instructions purchase comes a PDF step-by-step guide and a digital parts list for uploading your order online to get those pieces. All of our models are hand-tested for strength, instructions are troubleshot for clarity, and parts for the model are chosen for availability. Buying instructions from us is an excellent way to help support our channel and the talented designers that we work with, like Icarus builds. So click the link in the description below if you want to get started, and let's jump back into the AV-7. It scales just right with the rest of the Star Wars minifig scale models, and it definitely helps beef up the ground forces for the Republic. It's not something that goes directly into the fray necessarily, but instead it can offer some excellent supporting fire from a distance. So actually, we're starting off now with the functions for the model. So first things first, the cannon can tilt. It stays in place with a strong ratcheted connection, so it locks well without a chance of it dipping down or slowly changing angles over time like maybe a standard friction connection might do. And it basically just has 3 angles. It locks in place horizontally, then there's this slight tilt, and a full 45 degrees for longer distance shooting. I also enjoy the ratcheted connection because you get a bit of that wobble when the cannon clicks into place. It's kind of satisfying, and in a weird way, in my mind, it kind of looks like recoil. Not really, but I prefer this wobble than the model being completely stiff when you move it. The cannon itself doesn't turn, though, from side to side. This is an accurate original design detail, in fact. And instead, if you want this thing turning, you have to articulate the legs in order to get this thing moving left or right. There is technically some more articulation for the joints of the legs, but not to a huge degree. And for the most part, the knees bending and the posing of the feet is something that would be more useful if you were embedding this model into a larger diorama with uneven terrain. Now, jumping into the details for this AV-7, they pop super well. We have some detailing for extra shells on either side. Presumably, these rounds would go all the way back into the body. These are just some surface details, obviously. And then I'd like the little color highlights for the steps that lead up to the gunner seat, who also has some nice controls. I enjoy the piston pipe detailing clipped into the back of the gun, and the droid arms in black with the yellow highlight is probably some of the more flashy and nice looking details on the entire model, in my opinion. According to Wikipedia, and I could not find a visual clip of this anywhere, but apparently the AV-7 is supposed to have repulsor lifts on its underside, and it hovers from place to place, and the legs are used to just get that last bit of stabilization for the recoil. There is some detailing on the bottom. I don't know if this counts as repulsor lift detailing. If somebody can find a clip of this thing flying through the air, that would be awesome, but it was just a Wikipedia factoid that I read, and I haven't actually been able to confirm it anywhere else. Anyways, it's a fun model, it's very strong, and this is one of the nicer, easier creations to really help beef out a larger Republic army. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about this creation in the comments below. If you enjoy our content, you can always like, subscribe, comment, share. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.